Game shows are a bit samey these days. Questions, contestants, buzzers, cash prizes, yawn. But before you turn over, take a look at this. Yeah, I know. I'm Steve Jones, and this is 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. Welcome to 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show, where there's a lot of ways off the show, but only one way to win, and that's by never getting a question wrong. And whichever of tonight's 8 contestants manages that will trouser £10,000. Everyone else, it's the taking part that counts. Let's meet the 8 people with incredibly flawed judgment who've agreed to appear on 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show.
My name's Adam Ray, I'm 29 years of age and I'm a mechanic. Bring it on and show me the money. Yeah, I'm really, really competitive. There is no way how I'm getting beaten by a pretty girl on this show. No way.
I'm Sally, I'm 24, I'm from Beaconsfield. I'm feisty, I'm competitive, I never give in, so fingers crossed I can win the show.
Oh, that's impressive, isn't it?
My name is John Meredith and my job is a primary school teacher. The thought of me being up on that tower over my shoulder there, I must be a bit mad, must be a bit bonkers.
My name's Sonia, I'm 49. I do wonder why I'm putting myself through this. Perhaps I just need to up my medication.
My name is Ben, I am from Swansea. I do quite often speak before I think. That is the one, is it? If I just step back a little, maybe the intelligence will come at the right time.
I'm James Byrne, I'm 34, and I work for the RSPB. That's a bit scary. I'm not very good with heights, so I'm not sure how I'm going to react to it.
My name's Becky, I'm 19 and I'm from Birmingham. I'm really frightened of walking down steep hills. The only thing I've ever won is about £100 at bingo.
I'm Claire, I'm a single mum of 2 beautiful children. As a police sergeant, I'm faced with many scary situations, but none that are anything like this.
Hiya!
Hi, Steve!
If I didn't know better, I'd say some of you were smiling. You do realise this isn't Deal or No Deal, don't you?
Yes.
On this show, there are 5 rounds of questions, all designed to mess with your heads and play havoc with your nervous system. At the end of each round, one of you leaves the show forever, but make it all the way to the end, and we will write you a cheque for £10,000. You ready?
Yes!
Then let's play round 1. In a moment, I'll ask you a question and give you 8 answers. 7 of those answers are lily-white truth, but 1 is evil and wants to hurt you. But before all that, I've asked a special lady to tell us just how one of you will be leaving the show. She's the reason I sleep with the lights on. It's my co-host, Nimone.
Exit number 42 is called Glued to Your Seat, which is ironic, really, because the person who picks the wrong answer sort of won't be. Each contestant sits in a chair attached to one of the answers and gets dangled 100 feet above that pool.
That's the biggest drop we'll have seen on the show so far.
Whoever picks the wrong answer gets the seat with the wobbly balls.
You have nothing to worry about. This is totally and utterly 100% probably safe. Let's play 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. I'm going to ask you a question, but first, in a surprising twist that'll become less and less surprising as the show goes on, I'm going to give you the answers. Mr. Muddle, Mr. Loud, Mr. Perfect, Mr. Mean, Mr. Jelly, Mr. Grumble, Mr. Rush, Mr. Silly, 7 of these are original Mr. Men characters as written by Roger Hargreaves. Can you find them? 8 answers, mind you. That means one of them's horribly wrong. 7 of these are original Mr. Men characters. Everybody chosen? Yeah. Then Claire, what'd you go for?
Mr. Grumble.
Educated guess, or are you a big Mr. Men fan?
I'm not going to lie to you, Steve. I chose Mr. Grumble because I love you.
That makes no sense, but I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you very much. Really throw me a little. Okay. James, moving on. Please don't say you love me.
I chose Mr. Muddle.
Mr. Muddle.
I think I can remember from the cartoons years ago that there was one fella and he was always in a muddle.
Okay. Becky, how about yourself?
I chose Mr. Loud.
Why ever so?
Because I always got referred to as it when I was younger, so I know it's right.
Very confident, okay. Adam, what about yourself?
I too have gone with Mr. Loud.
Right. Well, you're tied over Mr. Loud, so we're going to have to address that situation quite soon. Why did you decide on Mr. Loud?
That's the one I'm closest to, so Mr. Loud is definitely 100% right.
Okay. Moving on to Sonia, who'd you go for?
I went for Mr. Muddle.
Ah, okay.
Mr. Muddle. It just kind of flowed.
Just down to the M thing?
That's about the best I've got, yeah.
Wow, that's the bizarrest logic I've ever heard. Ben, who'd you go for?
I went for Mr. Silly because I went on a night out not long ago dressed as a Mr. Men character, and being a bit silly myself, I thought I may as well take a chance on it relating to me as well.
Sally, what did you get?
I also went for Mr. Muddle.
Mr. Muddle, very popular. What are your reasons?
I remember the front of the book looking a little bit like my sort of crazy crayon drawing, so I'm sure it's right.
Okay. John.
I went for Mr. Muddle as well. I remember it as a child, all like squiggly lines.
Okay, it's going to be a fierce battle for Mr. Muddle. As it stands at the moment, Claire with Mr. Grumble and Ben with Mr. Silly, you're the only people to choose those. So please take yourselves off this stage and get yourselves strapped in. Well done. Becky, Adam, people have gone for Mr. Loud, but first, this is quite a showdown for Mr. Muddle, hugely popular. James, Sonia, Sally, John, I'm going to ask you a tiebreaker question. Whoever gets this right, Mr. Muddle's all yours. Here we go, fingers on buzzers. The Cat in the Hat book was written by which doctor? Sally.
Dr. Zeus.
Sally, Mr. Muddle is yours. That's correct. Well done. Go and have a nice sit down. Becky, Adam, you're tied for Mr. Loud. Only one of you can have him, and that's going to be the person who answers this question correctly. Fingers on buzzers, please. The children's novel by Kenneth Grahame about the adventures of Ratty, Mole, Badger, and Toad is wind in the what? Adam.
In the willows.
Oh, of course it is. Yay! Congratulations, Mr. Loud is yours. Go and have a sit down and admire the view. James, Becky, Sonia, John, it's back to square one for you guys, and your choices now are Mr. Perfect, Mr. Mean, Mr. Jelly, and Mr. Rush. Which one of these are original Mr. Men characters? One of them could be wrong. Can you avoid that answer? You've all chosen?
Yep.
Yep?
Yep.
James, who do you go for?
I went for Mr. Mean.
Becky, who'd you go for?
I went for Mr. Perfect.
Sonia, how about yourself?
Mr. Mean.
Mr. Mean. Let's find out what John went for.
I went for Mr. Mean as well.
James, Sonia, John, hold tight. We'll come back to you in just a minute. But Becky, nobody wanted Mr. Perfect apart from you. Please go have a sit down and admire the view. James, Sonia, John, everybody wants Mr. Mean, but who's going to get him? The person who can answer this question. Fingers on buzzers, please. Which literary character could fly, lived in Neverland? Sonia.
Peter Pan.
Is correct. Mr. Mean is yours. Go have a sit down in that comfy chair and admire the view. Okay, James, John, there's only 2 answers left, and that's Mr. Jelly and Mr. Rush. Make your choices now, please. We know at least one of these is an original Mr. Men character. Can you choose that? You've made your choice, James?
Yes.
Who do you go for?
I went for Mr. Rush.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
John, what do you go for?
I went for Mr. Jelly.
Oh, well, that's convenient. Well, everybody now has their answer. It's time to see who's staying and who's leaving 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. 8 answers, but only 7 are correct. Whoever's chosen the wrong answer is flying by the seat of their pants in a very real and very scary way. Time to find out who that's going to be. I gave you 8 Mr. Men. 7 are right. 1 is very wrong. I can now tell you who picked the right answers. With Mr. Grumple. Yes! It's Claire. Well done.
The thought of going into that water was just awful, so I was so glad and couldn't wait to get back down.
Next, with Mr. Silly, it's Ben. Oh!
As soon as I found out I was safe, I was like, oh, I can't believe it. I was like, whoa. Oh! And then, yes, I was relieved, a tiny bit relieved.
The next correct answer is Mr. Muddle.
Yes.
No! Congratulations, Sally.
Thank you. Every person that gets called out before you, a little bit of doubt starts to creep into your mind, however sure you are, so I was definitely happy when my name was called out.
The next correct answer is Mr. Jelly John.
Good news, yeah! Safe.
Save as houses.
When you sat up there, you got time to think, contemplate your thoughts. And I thought, yes, I know I got the right answer.
So that leaves us with just 4 of you. And the next correct answer I was looking for is Mr. Mean.
I did try and look down, but then I decided it was better to look ahead. Then I tried closing my eyes.
Oh my Lord.
There's no good place to look, really.
So 3 remain. Adam, Becky, James. One of you, I guarantee, will be falling like a stone very shortly. The next correct answer is Mr. Ruck. James, are you happy? He can't even speak. Literally can't speak.
That's up there with one of the most scariest things I've ever done. Hopefully the other challenges are going to be at a slightly lower height.
So here we are, Becky, Adam, my brummy friends. You both fought over Mr. Loud. Adam, you got him, which left you, Becky, with Mr. Perfect. I'm going to reveal the wrong answer in 5.
Oh no!
4. 3. 2.
Oh my God!
1. The wrong answer is Mr. Loud.
Oh my God!
Just to confirm, Mr. Loud was the wrong answer.
Adam, Mr. Loud's off the show.
Walk of shame, I'm ready.
Mr. Loud.
As soon as we started going up, I knew it was me. I knew it was Mr. Noisy and not Mr. Loud. Oh my God! Why I fought for that, I have no idea.
Guys, congratulations. You're one step closer to £10,000.
Yes!
But
Come on!
you're also one step closer to an even more horrific exit in round 2. where Adam used to stand. So, we've moved down a level on this enormous structure, and although we're closer to the ground, that doesn't necessarily bode well for the next exit, trust me. In a moment, another tricky question, this time with 7 answers. 6 are correct and 1 is totally wrong. Remember, you've just got to choose one of the right answers and hang on to it. Nimone, what new devilry disguised as Saturday night entertainment are we about to unleash on these well-meaning folk?
What happens when you take part in a game show and pick a rubbish answer? Get dumped. At least that's what's going to happen in exit number 15. Rubbish dump.
Yep, those are wheelie bins. Just don't tell my next door neighbour.
Each contestant sits in a wheelie bin attached to an answer. The bin attached to the wrong answer will tip that contestant over the edge. Rubbish for them, funny for us.
Let's play 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. I'm going to ask you a question, but first I'm going to give you the answers. Guinea pig, rabbit, cat, hamster, turtle, spider, jellyfish. 6 of these animals have been sent into space. Do you know which ones have? Make your choice, please. Remember to choose wisely, unless you want to leave the show with My Old Man's a Dustman ringing in your ears. All you have to do is avoid the wrong answer if you want to win £10,000. All chosen?
Yep.
Yep. Claire, what'd you go for?
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Why?
I think it's your boyish, handsome, good looks that led me to
We're
that
going there
answer.
again. Okay, rabbit it is for you. James, what about yourself? What do you go for?
I went for cat.
Cat in space. Does that sound likely?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
You're telling me that was your process?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, if that gets you through, that's extraordinary. Becky, what do you go for?
A guinea pig.
A guinea pig.
Just imagine it in one of those little helmets.
You do know you're saying this stuff on TV, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. Sonia, what about yourself?
I went for rabbit too.
For rabbit, any reasons?
They kind of experiment on rabbits, don't they?
They do. I don't know if they do that in space, though. Ben?
I chose guinea pig because they're small and they always test on little small animals as well.
Sally?
I chose spider. You always find spiders in the strangest places, so...
Yeah, why not? Spiders in space. Yeah. John?
I went for hamster. Hamsters are cute little creatures, and children love them, so why not send them to space?
Okay, we'll see how that goes for you. At this moment in time, we have 2 tie-break situations. James, Sally, and John, the answers you have are all yours. Please go and sit in your dustbin. Claire, Sonia, you believe a rabbit has gone to space. For the right to own that answer, I need you to answer this question. Fingers on the buzzers, please. What is the 3rd planet from the sun? Claire.
Earth.
Yes, it is.
Yes!
You've just won the right to take rabbit and go and sit in a wheelie bin. Enjoy it, Claire. Sonia, we'll deal with you in just a second. Becky and Ben, you both want guinea pig. One of you can have it if you can answer this tie-break question. Fingers on buzzers, please. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration is better known by what acronym? Ben.
NASA.
Is absolutely correct. Guinea pig's all yours, Ben. Go and sit in that wheelie bin. Becky, Sonia, 2 options left. How likely is it that a turtle or a jellyfish has gone to space? Make your decisions now, please. Which of these animals have been sent into space? Made your choices?
Yeah.
What have you gone for, Becky?
I went for jellyfish because it doesn't need to wear a helmet because it's already got one.
Wow. Sonia?
Yes.
What have you chosen?
I chose a turtle.
Oh, you went for a turtle. You guys have made your decisions, and you got to keep those answers. Let's see who's staying and who's leaving 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. So we've got 7 answers, 6 guarantee entry to the exclusive Round 3 club, 1 guarantees entry to the even more exclusive Bin Sitters Club, a club of 1. It's time to find out who's right, and more importantly, who isn't. Okay guys, you all have your answers, and you're all in your designated wheelie bins. Quick question, is TV as glamorous as you're expecting? Ben, guinea pig. It feels cliched. It feels like someone's gone, we need to launch something into space. We need some kind of guinea pig.
If they haven't done already, then I'll write them and make sure they do it.
Claire, you're a policewoman. Is it illegal to be in a wheelie bin? Is that against the law?
As long as you're not drunk and disorderly.
James, you're not catatonic. No. Is that because of your overwhelming confidence with cat in space?
Catatonic? I could have done with a gin and tonic right now.
Why did you come on this show?
To be honest, I didn't know it was going to be as extreme as this.
John, you're a junior school teacher. So what do you think the school kids will say if you do into the drink?
They enjoy a good laugh.
Kids, they're so cruel.
They are.
I'm going to be totally honest.
Oh, no!
Turtles sounds ridiculous. Turtles in space, it sounds like a bad film.
I'll break it to me gently. Thanks.
So you still confident with Spider?
I would have been more confident if somebody else had picked it. I think there's safety in numbers on this show.
Becky with jellyfish.
I'm sure a jellyfish would look lovely in space. I'm sure of it.
Good luck.
See the tentacles.
Oh my God!
7 animals. 6 went into space. 1 did not. The first correct answer.
No.
With cat is James.
Hey, James.
A cat called Felix went into space in 1963, you'll be glad to know, James.
Thank God.
Well done, James.
Thank hallelujah. Guys, get me in quick. The worst part was obviously looking down and seeing the water down there. Oh, yeah. The best part was when he called me out first. First! I didn't have to hang around, I didn't have to wait. It was like, bang, done, I'm out of here.
The next correct answer is Spider. Anita and Arabella went up in 1973. Come on back.
I was terrified. I did not want to go, and I was so sure in the chairs that I was safe, and this time I just didn't have a clue.
So guys, Sally and James are now safe, and joining them with Rabbit is Claire.
To be at that angle and tilted, it was awful. Really, 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 really scary. I'm so happy I'm going to round 3. Yay!
Ben, John, Sonia, and a strangely quiet Becky remain. One of you not for long, and that person with the correct answer of turtle is you, Sonia.
I'm seeing this to the end. I'm going away with 10 grand. Watch me.
The next correct answer is guinea pig. Oh! Come on! Well done, Ben.
I was a bit scared, I admit, but I tried to keep it in and try and act cool for those people out there.
That leaves us with 2 remaining. One of you not for long. John, you chose hamster. Becky, you chose jellyfish. I'm going to reveal the wrong answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The wrong answer is hamster.
Is that one hell of a way to leave a game show?
We're feeling good over the edge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's the slowest 5, 4, 3, 2 I've ever heard.
Such courage. And such innocence, they have no idea what awaits them in round 3. Yeah, I'll join in.
Yes!
Right. So far, we've tipped them out of a chair at 100 feet in the air and flung them off the tower in a wheelie bin. Nimone, you white witch, what does your cauldron tell us we're doing to them next?
The recipe for exit number 33, Evil Anvil, is very simple. Take 6 contestants stood on the edge of the tower. Tightly bind each contestant to their very own anvil. And finally, drop the anvil attached to the wrong answer into the water below. And I'm guessing the contestant will follow. Oh, yes. There he goes.
Let's play 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. All right, here comes your next question. But first, I'm going to give you the answers. BMX cycling, women's boxing, mixed doubles tennis, beach volleyball, karate, trampolining. 5 of these events will be part of the 2012 Olympic Games. Do you know which ones? 5 of these will be in the 2012 Olympic Games. 1 of them will not. Remember, get it wrong and you'll be yanked off the edge before you can say, I don't think my holiday insurance covers this. Everybody chosen?
Yep.
Yeah. Claire?
I went for beach volleyball, not because I love you this time. I work with a lot of policemen and I recall this was quite a popular event in the 2008 games that they all tuned into.
Sounds like a pretty solid reason. James?
I went for women's boxing. The reason being, I forget her name, but there's a very good Irish female boxer, and she is one of Ireland's biggest hopes for gold medal in the next Olympics.
Becky?
I went for trampolining.
Why?
I think I heard talk about people maybe making it into Olympics.
Okay. Sonia, what about yourself?
I want to give you a really educated answer.
Okay, let's hear it.
I like trampolining.
So why shouldn't the rest of the world?
Absolutely.
Ben, what about yourself?
Trampolining. I wasn't sure if it's in the 2012 Olympics, so I'm taking my wildest guess I could.
Okay, you're gonna have to fight for your wildest guess. We've had that twice already. Sally?
I went for mixed doubles tennis. I wanted to try and think what other people weren't going to go for. And I know Andy Murray and Laura Robson were playing together earlier this year, and they were talking about possibly partnering up in 2012, where it's going to be a new event.
Check you out. That was awesome. James, also you were the only person to choose women's boxing, and Claire, beach volleyball. So why didn't you all go and get an anvil tied to your legs? Big old tie-break situation. You all want trampolining, only one of you can have it, and that's going to be the person who answers this next question correctly. Fingers on buzzers, please. Olympia, the birthplace of the Olympic Games, is in which country, Sonia?
Country, Greece. Athens, Greece.
Sonia, I will accept your first answer. Greece is correct. Congratulations. Now, take yourself away and have an anvil tied to your legs. Okay, Becky, Ben, it's back to square one, but with considerably less options. We're left with BMX, cycling, and karate. I must warn you, one of those might be incorrect. Then again, both of them might be right. Which of these events will be in the 2012 Olympic Games? You chosen? Becky, what'd you go for?
BMX cycling.
BMX cycling.
Yeah, it was a guess.
Okay. Ben, what'd you go for?
I went for karate, and I'm a little bit more optimistic about this answer because my friend told me that he was considering entering, but he's not up to the standard yet to go into the Olympics.
Well, that sounds like a pretty sound source. Time will tell. Everybody has an answer. It's now time to see who's staying and who's leaving 101 ways to leave a game show. This time it's 6 answers, 5 are good eggs, 1 is a bad 5 days off work sort of egg, but whoever picks that is about to blow their chances of winning £10,000. Oh, guys. I don't know what to say apart from everything's gonna be okay. Becky, BMX cycling.
Yes. I'm confident.
You're not, though, you. James, female boxing.
Yep.
We know there's a lady in Ireland training for the 2012 Olympics.
Yep.
We don't know her name.
I think her name is Katie Taylor.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's just come to me.
Okay. Sally?
I knew that mixed doubles tennis hasn't been in the Olympics before, so I thought some of the others would be less likely to choose that one.
Very clever. Beach volleyball, Claire.
I'm pretty confident about the answer. I'm thinking beach volleyball, Southend Seafront would be a good location.
Ben, karate. This sounds like a dead cert to me because your friend is actually training for it.
He instructs karate, so hopefully he's going to be in the 2012 Olympics.
Sonia, trampolining.
Yeah.
What do you know about trampolining?
Well, I used to do trampolining years ago.
Competitively in the Olympics?
No.
You're just choosing it because you love it?
Yeah.
I admire your honesty. Okie dokie. Let's see who's staying and who's going. I asked you, which of these events are 2012 Olympic sports? 6 answers, 5 are right, 1 is wrong. The first correct answer is BMX cycling.
Come on!
Becky, you're safe.
I love you guys. I could not believe I'm 1 in 5 chance of winning 10 grand. I can almost taste it.
The next correct answer is mixed doubles tennis. Those tactics are paying off, Sally.
Thank you. Yeah, the sport was my specialist banker subject. That's gone now, so I'm quite worried about what the next question is going to be about.
The next sport to feature in the 2012 Olympics is women's boxing. You knew that, James. Well done. Debuts in 2012.
I was very relieved when he told me I was safe. Even though the water looked inviting, I didn't want to go in it. I'm quite happy to stay to the next round.
That leaves us with Claire, Ben, and Sonia. And the next correct answer I'm looking for is beach volleyball. Your saucy colleagues have kept you in the game, Claire.
It was actually really scary because you do actually feel it pulling at you, and at one point I did think I could actually just topple over.
And then there were two. Ben has gone with karate on the advice of his friend. Sonia used to be a trampolinist, albeit not an Olympic trampolinist, but a trampolinist all the same. I'm going to reveal the wrong answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The wrong answer is karate.
Do you not think you should have a word with your mate?
I can't remember what he said. It's completely everything he said.
Karate. Ben, karate. This sounds like a dead cert to me because your friend is actually training for it.
He's going to be in the 2012 Olympics. Bob was recalled wrong, so he's going to think, what an idiot when he sees me next.
Welcome back, Sonia.
Oh, yeah.
Are you happy to still be in? You can barely speak. You all right? Whoa, 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 whoa. That means it's the end of the show. For one of you. This is a round I like to call emergency exit, and it's my favorite. Okay, here's how this works. I'm going to pick a name from my barrel of balls, then I'm going to ask that person a question. Get it right, and you stay in the game. But get it wrong, and you're going on an 80-foot journey through that hole. You'll be meeting all sorts of unpleasant things on the way down, plus Nimone at the bottom. So I could have just said, you'll be meeting all sorts of unpleasant things. Hi, Nimone.
Hi, Steve.
It's a long way down. Okay, let's see who's staying and who's leaving 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. Okay, I'm putting my hand in the barrel of balls. Let's get a name. Sonia.
I knew it. Okay.
Sonia, it's rude not to look at somebody when they're speaking to you. That's better. Okay, Sonia, get this right, you're staying in the game. Get it wrong, and it's down the hole. Traditionally, which day of the week is Pancake Day on?
Tuesday.
Is correct.
Yes!
Your name is going back in the barrel. But guys, be aware, there's absolutely nothing in the rule book that says if your name goes back in the barrel, I can't pull it out immediately again. Next name coming up. Claire. Hiya. In which Italian city would you find a famous leaning tower? Is correct.
Woo!
Back in the barrel. James. Don't look down. What is the second letter of the Greek alphabet to stay in the game?
Theta.
Is correct. Name's going back in the barrel. Next name coming up. Sally. To stay in the game and not go down the dirty hole. In 2003, Steven Gerrard was appointed captain of which Premier League football club?
Liverpool.
Of course he was. Name's back in the barrel. Sonia.
No.
Let's hope it's second time lucky. Sonia, which British Prime Minister was nicknamed the Iron Lady?
Oh, Margaret Thatcher.
Of course she was.
Oh.
Back in the barrel. Becky.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
What name is given to a female fox?
Can't remember. A cub.
I'm afraid a cub is incorrect. Guys, we're losing Becky. Give her a wave goodbye. Becky, we'll miss you. You've been fantastic. By the way, Becky, the answer was vixen. Shut up!
I could smell you before I could see you.
Yeah. Oh, it's disgusting.
But you've been hanging there, and then suddenly it's your name.
Yeah, it's really funny when it's someone else over that hole, but when it's you, oh, it's horrible. Do you want to chuck anything else?
So, that's the end of Becky. She came, she saw, she didn't win anything at all. 4 of you left now, but only 1 of you is going home with £10,000. Right, it's time for round 4. Sonia, you seem a little shell-shocked to still be here.
I'm very pleased to still be here, and yes, I am shell-shocked.
So, everybody pay attention, please. Things are about to heat up significantly. In a moment, another question. Now with 4 answers, 3 are correct and 1 is wrong. All you have to do is avoid the wrong answer. Here's how it's going down, and by it, I mean one of you. Nabone.
Exit number 90 sees our intrepid 4 strapped into cages, each attached to an answer. I'm saying cages, they're actually more like metal coffins. The cage/coffin attached to the wrong answer is connected directly to that racing car, which is just raring to haul one of them off the show for good at blistering speed.
Metal coffins being towed by a race car. I think it's safe to say this is a first. Okay, let's play 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. I'm going to ask you a question, but first, I'm going to give you the answers. Chicago, Jaws, Forrest Gump, Rocky. 3 of these films have won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Can you choose them, leaving the one which is incorrect? If you want to make it through to the final, and I'm assuming you all do, choose very carefully, because you'll be in with a chance of winning £10,000. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Have you all decided? Okay, Claire?
I've decided to go with Chicago. To be honest, I kind of taken a guess. I know Chicago was a really big production.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't, to be honest.
Okay. James?
I went for Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
I know it was a huge film at the time.
Academy Award winning, though?
I'm hoping it was Academy Award winning.
Sonia?
I went for Forrest Gump. Fantastic movie. If it didn't win an Academy Award, then it deserves one.
Okay, obviously you're going to have to fight it out with James for the right to own that answer. Sally, how about yourself?
I also went for Chicago.
All right.
I have seen the film.
You've seen it, that helps,
Yeah.
good.
And I love it, so I'm hoping it's going to guide me through to the final.
Okay, we have 2 tie-break situations. Claire and Sally have gone for Chicago, James and Sonia, Forrest Gump. Let's deal with Sally and Claire first. One of you is going to own Chicago. That person is going to be the person who answers this question correctly. Fingers on buzzers, please. Who directed the films E.T., Jurassic Park? Sally.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg did direct E.T., Jurassic Park and Saving Private Ryan. Congratulations. That means you own Chicago. James, Sonia, you both want Forrest Gump. Let's see who's going to get it. Fingers on buzzers, please. Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio. Whoa, Sonia.
Titanic.
Starred in which 1997 film that won the Best Picture Oscar? It is Titanic. Brilliantly buzzed, Sonia. Why don't you go slip into that metal coffin? I mean cage. That leaves us with 2 films, Jaws and Rocky. It's just up to you guys to decide. Make your choices now, please. Chosen? Take me through your choice, Claire. What do you go for?
Rocky.
Rocky. Have you seen this one?
I closed my eyes and touched the pad.
James?
For me, it was between Jaws and Forrest Gump. And so it was the only one.
Okay, well, you both got the answers you wanted. It's time to see who's staying and who's leaving 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. This one is making me feel nervous. 4 answers, 3 are right, 1 is wrong. All I need to do is avoid the wrong answer. Who's it going to be? 3 correct answers, 1 wrong, no second chances. Sally. Chicago. It's one of your favorite films. You know it's won an Oscar.
It's easy to be sure in the studio, and then you find yourself lying flat on your back and you start to contemplate life a bit.
James?
Yep.
I can guarantee 50% of our viewers, i.e. men, are behind you 100%. We need a male presence in the final.
Yep.
Confident?
No, not really.
Sonia? Yeah. It's definitely an Oscar-worthy film, but that doesn't necessarily mean it won one.
I think you're trying to scare me.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm just here to point out the obvious. Claire, you're a police sergeant.
Yeah.
You must have been in the odd car chase.
I do drive at high speed.
Did you ever imagine you'd be chasing a race car in this fashion?
Never.
Yeah. Nobody ever does.
No.
Okay, enough talky-talky. Time for action. I gave you 4 films. 3 of them won Best Picture at the Oscars. The first correct answer I'm looking for is... Chicago! Yes! Sally, you're safe. And you have a place in the final. Congratulations. Actually won 6 Oscars in total, that one.
However sure you were before you climb into the cage, you suddenly start really doubting yourself.
The next correct answer is... Forrest Gump. Congratulations, Sonia. That £10,000 is ridiculously close.
Oh, thank you.
Forrest Gump also won 6 Oscars.
Oh, I'm so happy I didn't get dragged down a wrong way in a metal coffin. I just don't want to go. I want to do the final. I want to win.
So Claire and James remain. One of you will be joining Sonia and Sally in the final. The other will be doing an impression of a missile in that direction. Okay, I feel the need for speed. Mr. Racing Car Driver, start your engines, please. James, you chose Jaws. Claire, you chose Rocky. I'm going to tell you the wrong answer. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The wrong answer is Jaws!
What a way to leave a game show.
So you've got to tell us, what was it like being in the cage and being pulled along the ground by a racing car?
It was just the unknown and not seeing where you're going, not knowing what you're going to be faced with.
And you have left 3 girls in the final.
Yeah. Well, fair play to them. I wish them all the very best.
Okay, one of you 3 is about to win £10,000. You're in the final! Yes! High fives! Yes! So this is it, the final. Ladies, your harrowing ordeal is drawing to a close. Claire, 1 question away from £10,000. What would that mean to you?
It would mean I could take my children on a fantastic holiday of a lifetime, which is something I could only have ever dreamed of.
Very sweet. Sonia, what will your family make of all this?
My middle name is Wimp. I'm scared of so many things. I think I'll go from 0 to hero when they get to see this.
Sally, your Miss Tactics, who is your biggest threat out of the girls here?
I think my biggest threat is that pool of water hanging beneath the trapdoors, and my only tactic tonight is don't get wet.
Nice. Okay, this time the game is different, so please pay attention. I'm going to ask you 1 last question and give you 3 answers. 2 of the answers are completely and utterly wrong. Only 1 answer is correct. You need to find that 1 correct answer if you want to win £10,000. For 1 final time before she crawls back into her volcanic crater for the night, here's Nimone.
It's the last exit in the show, and it's one that's certainly worthy of the final. It's number 101, the trapdoor. The clue is in the title. The trapdoor attached to the correct answer will remain shut, and the person standing on it goes home £10,000 richer. The 2 remaining trapdoors will fly open, sending those contestants screaming into the darkness and off the show with absolutely nothing but their thoughts.
Let's play 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. Here come the answers. China, New Zealand, Australia. One of these countries' flags features a total of 5 stars. Which one? Remember, this time you're looking for the 1 correct answer. If you find it, you're going to win £10,000. Have you chosen? Claire, what do you go for?
I went for Australia. I spent a fantastic month in Australia last year, and I have a vague recollection of stars on the flag.
Sonia?
I went for Australia.
Ooh.
I think it has some stars on it.
Okay, well, you want it. So does Claire. We'll deal with that in a moment. Sally, what'd you go for?
I went for China.
China, yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think Australia and New Zealand are both part of the Commonwealth. So I think they've probably got the same number of stars on their flag.
Well, nobody else chose China, so it belongs to you. Why don't you go stand on your trapdoor? Claire, Sonia, it's a tiebreaker. Australia could be worth £10,000, so please be quick on those buzzers. Traditionally featuring a skull and crossbones, what name is given to the flag flown by pirates? Claire.
Is it the Jolly Roger?
It is the Jolly Roger, which means Australia
I'm still going down there.
is yours. We'll see, we'll see. Sonia, that leaves you with New Zealand. How do you feel about that?
I feel okay with it.
That's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody has an answer. Let's see who's leaving and who's winning 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. 3 answers. 1 is right, 2 are wrong. £10,000 at stake. Who's about to be over the moon and who's about to go under the water? This is it, guys, for £10,000. I can now reveal the right answer. I asked you which of these countries has 5 stars on its flag. Sally? You chose China. Sonia? You were left with New Zealand. Claire? You nicked Australia. I'm going to reveal the first wrong answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First wrong answer, New Zealand. Just to confirm, New Zealand was the wrong answer. It's only got 4 small stars on it. We were looking for 5. Sally, you chose China. Claire, you chose Australia. One of you is going home with £10,000. The other is leaving rapidly with nothing. I'm going to reveal the right answer. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is China. Congratulations. That's for you, by the way. You've avoided every crazy way of leaving the show. You've just been watching Sally win £10,000 on 101 ways to leave a game show. For myself and the moon, good night.
Do you want to take the stairs down?
Yeah, I thought you might say that.